Martial Arts Incorporated started in Dublin City University many years ago. In fact, so many years ago I've forgotten about it. When we did kind of group classes as a team approach to our Hitman squad. Some people will remember the Hitman squad, other people won't. It was a very, very successful, one of the most successful martial arts teams out there. And they competed in everything. They competed in points tournaments, continuous tournaments, went up to Northern Ireland and competed in jiu-jitsu tournaments, all with great success. Did forms, which was very unusual in people who were doing sparring as well. Did forms successfully. Did weapons demonstrations, did self-defense demonstrations. That idea was taken and continued. So people obviously were caught up with the buzz of the Hitman squad, wanted to train with them. So I think yourself, you were doing private classes as well. And we were kind of stuck for spaces to do them in, so we brought them into DCU, and then eventually it grew.
You have a fourth Dan grade coming up. Now, I just want to say this really quick. You're due your fourth Dan. You've put in the allotted time. Most fourth Dan grades are honorary, in that you don't actually have to do a grade for it. You don't actually have to do anything really to get it. It's judged on time in martial arts, achievements, what you've paid back to the many people you've already paid back to, the many people you've already taught, and your contribution to your own club, etc., etc. Now, as I said, fourth dans in the majority of systems are honorary, and I mean, you've already earned your fourth dan, but we've already come to the conclusion that, you know, being a man who likes to stay motivated and who likes to train, we've put a plan together. So even though you've earned it, and I mean, we could just hand it to you tomorrow, we're not going to do that. So can you tell people what you're going, if you can remember all the stuff that you're going to be doing, what exactly you have to be doing, and in what kind of time frame you have to do it?
Okay, well, to put it into perspective, anybody who knows me knows I love a challenge. In fact, I need a challenge. I need to motivate myself. I don't need other people to motivate me, but I need something to aim for and go for. And this is the same as in all sports. If you're not training like that, you'll quickly plateau and you'll drop off. You won't stay interested. So usually I set my own challenges, but this time Robert set me a good challenge, and I'm happy to perform it because it pushes me physically the way I like to be pushed. Because technically, I mean, I think like for all the previous gradings, you've pretty much done everything technically. So if I remember correctly, it's going to start with 44 rounds of sparring, all supervised, 4 44-minute runs, 444 press-ups, 444 squats, 4,444 kicks, 4,444 punches, and I have to make up 4 new combinations, 2 defensive and 2 offensive, and it all has to be done in 1 week.
1 week, that's it. And you're actually going to do it in 6 days?
Yeah.
That's what you're going to do.
If it takes me 6 days.
If it takes you 6 days, yeah. You know, once you're successful in completing your fourth dan, which we all know you will be, because we'll all be there to help you every step of the journey, but once you're successful, we will be awarding it to you at the M.A.I. Christmas Olympics, which is a special event that we're going to be holding down here in aid of Our Lady's Children's Hospital. Can you just give them a little bit? I know I've only told Declan about this very recently, so I know you're a little bit sketchy about what exactly is happening, but from your understanding so far, the M.A.I. Christmas Olympics, what exactly does it involve?
Well, I think without getting too picky about the actual details of the day itself, I think what we need to remember is that the purpose of the day, it's not just one purpose. I mean, we are trying to do something a little bit for the Crumlin Children's Hospital, which again, it's a very, very important thing nowadays with health services not being funded properly. Remember that and say it to your TDs. But I think it's more about, I mean, the goal is there to achieve, to raise money for a charity. But it's more about bringing people together. Because we have so many classes at Martial Arts Incorporated, we have like 20 plus classes per week. Some people never see other members. I mean, you come along one day and see somebody training. Like, I don't get the chance to train at lunchtime during the year because I teach lunchtime classes. But when I have some free time, I come in at lunchtime, and there are people there training that I've never seen training. And I say a name to somebody and say, oh, they've been training with it for months. So the idea is to take everybody from all of our classes and try to bring them together, one big Martial Arts Incorporated family, and give them something to train for as well. For us to all get together and get to know each other a little bit better, for people to see, you know, how much they've come on, how much everybody else has come on during the year in Martial Arts Incorporated. And of course, if we can do all that, get fitter, challenge them to, as you said, a Martial Arts Olympic, like might be the most powerful kick or the highest jumping kick, anything like that will challenge them and give them something to train for. And again, if it achieves the double function that we require, which is to raise money for that really, really worthwhile charity and to bring us all together as one big martial arts community. I mean, we do have 2 studios. We're going to try and get everybody from both studios to come together, which is rare enough. Try and get us all in together, trying to raise money, have fun, and just use it as a way to prepare ourselves for Christmas, where everybody usually does the opposite, which is don't train for it, you know, put on a load of pounds and worry about it afterwards.
Right.
The martial arts way is do it the other way around. You know, lose loads of weight and then don't worry about putting the pounds on afterwards.
What do you think about somebody, as I said, that will come in on ours, because we get it every week, you know, oh, I've got an injury, or, you know, I'm too old, I must be too old, and I mean, most of them are in their 30s and 40s telling us that they're too old, or, you know, I'm too unfit, do I have to get fit? I mean, how do you motivate them to realise that, you know, it's not a young man's sport, it's not a young man's activity, that martial arts is for everybody, kickboxing is for everybody, and Martial Arts Incorporated, I mean, we do strive to accommodate everybody. I mean, what do you say to them when they come in the door?
One, you don't have to be fit to do kickboxing. Kickboxing is there to get you fit. So that's our job. It's our job to get you fit. Secondly, we're not Coach Carter style instructors. We're not the kind of person who's going to shout at somebody who's only starting off and tell them they can't get their knee higher. There's a great video clip on a Good Club, Bad Club that you guys made. It is really indicated. It's a real indicator of the way you know, a professional instructor will approach.
Yeah.
We try to encourage rather than discourage. So in other words, we're not going to give out and complain because the technique is bad unless you're at a high level where good technique matters. Our job is, one, to get you actually into the sport, to get you enjoying it, make you feel that you're accomplishing things. And every week people turn around and say to me, somebody who started 10 weeks said it to me today, God, you know, 10 weeks ago my foot was only coming this high and now it's this high and it's hitting my power. And I mean, that's the purpose, it's to improve you. So I mean, if you already start off on a very, very high level, you come in, the improvements are going to be very, very small. If you start off on a low level, those improvements are going to be massive and visible every week. So that's what we try to do. We try to get people, try to self-encourage them, try to show them the difference over a few weeks. You know, ask them questions like, okay, touch your toes. Oh man, you're still 2 inches away from your toes, but hey, last week you were 6 inches away from your toes. Every week is going to be progress, and that's what martial arts is about. It's progress. It doesn't have to be big progress all the time, little steps at a time. Don't forget, splits is only 6 feet, 1 centimetre a week. In a year, you're well past your splits. Which means that I had to start stretching as well.
Me too.
But there's something that don't do enough of.
I could keep asking you questions. I could be here all evening asking you questions because I have so many in my head. But I think that's probably enough. I mean, that's a wealth of information for anybody that's interested in joining our current members as well. So hopefully it's answered some of the questions that I keep getting asked about you all the time. And just thanks a million for your time. You'll have to do it again with me because I have even more questions to ask you. And me as well as everyone else, I'm sure, is dying to hear the answer. So thanks very much.
You're very welcome.
Much appreciated.
I'm just going to finish with a quote. It's a bit of a cheesy one from Nike ads. Just do it.
That's all right.
Yeah.